Welcome back, video creeps. Today we have a very special guest coming on and hanging out with us, the one and only Kenny from Channel of the Living Dead. He's going to be here talking about some of Rob Zombie's films with me, along with anything else that kind of just happens to come up. So get pumped, because I fucking am.
So, all right, here he is. We have Kenny here from Channel of the Living Dead. What up, Kenny?
Hello, guys. What's going on?
Kenny runs Channel of the Living Dead. Tell us a little bit about your channel before we start to get into the zombie craziness.
Oh man, I don't even know how to go into this for real, man. It's just something we do to kind of like what you got going on, man. Just talk about the films we love, and we got a lot of like memorabilia unboxing and stuff to kind of build up some content. But basically, you're just celebrating the whole thing, man. Trying to go with it and turn people on to some films.
And your channel is like super entertaining too. I've spoken to you about it in the past, where like your videos are so like binge worthy. Like you can just watch one after the next one after the next one. That's fucking awesome. I'm a big fan of your stuff.
Dude, I appreciate that. I'm also a fan of yours, man. I have to break yours down in a couple of viewings each time because they're so long. But yeah, I watch most all your stuff.
Yeah, I get in there. I mean, with like cutting in like the actual movies and like everything, it takes a bit. It also takes like forever to edit.
Yeah, I'm a horrible editor, man. Thank God I got a producer now, because I'd still be churning out juvenile looking crap.
Oh, I hear you, man. I need an editor. Anyone out there who wants to come up on this?
Edit that man's stuff.
Come up on this. Have you done any of the zombie films on your channel yet?
No, I haven't. So I'm actually was thrilled to do this.
Nice. All right, so just from our like former conversations already, let's just get like the elephant out of the room right now. So 31, you didn't even bother to watch it. It's not my favorite zombie film anyway. But yeah,
I watched it, but I didn't pay attention to it. So
what do you think it was about that film that just made you like, I'm checking out?
Honestly, I probably would have gotten into it. I'm just so busy all the time now. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to watch anything. I watched, like I said, Lords of Salem like 7 times to prepare for this, and still kind of clueless.
Well, Lords of Salem is so like there's things every time that I watch that movie myself that like I'd never caught. Like the first time that I watched it, I had no idea that there was like a lineage story that was going on. Like apparently like she's like Sherry Moon Zombie, she's like the descendant of somebody who like burned these witches, and there was a curse and it got like attached. It's a super convoluted movie. I think that's why a lot of people don't like it at all.
I'm gonna definitely have to watch it again when I just make time to, make myself be able to watch it with no distractions. It was cool, it looked good, like you said, the visual appeal. But I love that Ken Foray was in it. I was pissed that nobody told me that Foray was in it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the like big things that it gets praised for is like how it looks. I wish like Rob Zombie would make more films that look like Lords of Salem, but had the simplicity of some of his other films.
Right. House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite as far as just the visual, though, like all the like intercuts and splices he put in, and then like the what do you call it, like where he changed like the colors, like inverted the colors on a lot of the stuff. Like that stuff was really great. I thought, like, I've never seen a movie that did it like that. I wish he would incorporate that more into more films.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. When I watch House of a Thousand Corpses, it has this weird, like, modern feeling. Like, it's trying to pay homage to, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me. Because it has, like, the killer family and these, like, weird cuts of, like, grotesque things.
Dude, you said it right there. Like, believe it or not, until, like, a month ago, I wasn't even a big fan of House of a Thousand Corpses because I saw it when it first came out and I was all stoked, waiting for it. And I saw it and it was a disappointment, because I felt like it was a TCM ripoff. I can watched it about a month ago and was just enthralled, I was like, dude, this movie's fucking brilliant, Like, I should have been appreciating it all these years, but I guess it just took time, and distance. It's like, when you build yourself up for something and then it doesn't meet expectations, it kind of crushes you. So, but putting that time in between viewings, like I'm like, man, it's almost a better film than Devil's Rejects in some ways.
Oh, 1000%. 1000%. I love Devil's Rejects for what it was, for sure. And I really don't have like negative things to say about it. However, if I had to put House of a Thousand Corpse and Devil's Rejects in the same room, there's no way that House of a Thousand Corpse doesn't beat like Devil's Rejects. You know what I mean?
See, I would have disagreed until a month ago, but now I'm with you, man. Like, because I love Devil's Rejects off the rip,
Yeah.
you know. And this movie's fantastic. But in hindsight, I think House with a Thousand Corpses is a stronger film, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, as far as like a horror film goes, I think House of a Thousand Corpses is the best in the entire trilogy. Like that's just horror all the way. But once you get into that like deeper character development, like dialogue wise, Devil's Rejects all day. Like there's just something about the way that these characters who we have this backstory on, we get to see how they interact, and that's fucking fantastic.
Right, and it's more of a road movie, even really than a horror movie, like a pure horror.
Yes. Yeah. I feel that way about all three Firefly installations, because it feels like House of a Thousand Corpses is a horror. Then
Right.
Devil's Rejects is like you said, it's like we're on the road, you know, we're hiding and shit. It's a whole thing. And then I feel like Three from Hell is like just a straight up action film.
It's got a Rodriguez vibe to it too,
Yeah.
man. And I picked up on some Rodriguez influence on that one.
You know, that's not something that I had thought of at all, but as soon as you just said that, I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it feels like
1000%.
yeah, it feels like a lot of his early, like the what was the trilogy called? One Banderas, the one's so good, man. I can't remember what they call the trilogy though.
How fucking From Dusk Till Dawn?
Not well, no, it's not really part of his. Damn, what's the name of it? Dude, I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, but there's 3 different films, all starring Antonio Banderas, and you know it's the mariachi trilogy.
Holy shit! I've never seen any of the mariachi films, but they're crazy. Like they're crazy popular. I know I'm missing out.
Yeah, you'll love them, dude. I already know your taste, so like, please check them out because I know you'll be immediately into them.
Anything like bloody and like kind of fucked up is like right up my alley.
Well, Rodriguez is a genius anyway, man. His dialogue and just the things he does, you know. So I know you'll dig it.
Yeah, he's definitely not someone that I've explored a whole lot of. I've seen Planet Terror because I bought Death Proof and it came with Planet Terror, so it was kind of like my first exposure to him. And I thought that was more like an exploitation film than anything else, you know?
Absolutely. I liked it better than Death Proof. I mean, Death Proof was great because I'm a Tarantino guy too. But I thought Planet Terror was an awesome take on the zombie thing. It doesn't, like, Grindhouse itself doesn't get the credit it deserves. You know?
Oh, definitely not, man. Definitely not. I remember thinking when I watched like Death Proof specifically, I remember thinking like, oh, this is a little boring. Like I wasn't super into it. I feel like that's one of Quentin Tarantino's slowest films. Like even though you get this grand payoff at the end, it's such a slow burn. Versus like Planet Terror, like you're in it right away.
Right. Thing I did love about Death Proof though was seeing Kurt Russell being a badass again. You know, like,
yes,
Kurt Russell.
That was great. That was great. You know what's one of the things about him that I always think about is when South Park like made fun of him.
Oh no, I love South Park. I don't know if I've seen that one though. What they do?
Isn't Kurt Russell's like the dude? Oh man, you know I might be confusing him with this other dude. They do this whole bit on South Park where it's like a guy. I'm escaping. His name is like escaping me, but it's like he does the fighting around the world thing.
Oh, that was fucking Russell Crowe. They did.
Russell Crowe. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like that's such an easy. It's an easy mistake to make on paper. What did you think of Three from Hell?
Man, it was good. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It didn't have the same production values though as the other two. Like you could tell it was more of a, like, didn't get a wide release type film. You know, like I enjoyed it and it was cool. I needed more Sid. You know, I mean, I know he was unable to do a very large role due to his health. You know, which was sad. But I liked all the Sherry Moon zombie parts in prison, and you know, I can't get enough Bill Moseley anyway. So.
Oh sure. Yeah, I love seeing him on screen. I'm a big fan of his as well.
Right. I could watch him act out the phone book.
Yeah, but I feel similarly about Sherry Moon Zombie. A lot of people they love to bring up the fact that Rob Zombie brings in the same people into all of his films, especially Sherry. But I got no problem with that.
I don't either. I mean, she's not the best actor, but she does good at like the genre she's in. Like some of her performances have been a little weak, but I love her in the Firefly movies, man.
Sure, that's how I feel about her in 31. I feel like it could have been anyone else, and I think maybe anyone else probably would have done a better job. Well, how much do you remember about 31?
Almost nothing, dude. I
Exactly.
but I just couldn't get into it either.
I feel the exact same way, where like I've seen it myself 3 times, and not a whole lot of anything that's overly memorable happens in that film.
I like that it's kind of got the whole only the concept. I like the concept is kind of reminiscent of Schwarzenegger. The Running Man. I kind of like that the concept. It just wasn't executed well. Because when they did all the promo stuff for it, it looked like a Firefly movie. You know what I mean? Then it turns out nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I think that would have saved 31, honestly. If it had some kind of connection to that universe, even something small, like, Three from Hell, if he had already been planning that, maybe having one of those, like, wanted posters in the back of, like, Captain Spaulding.
Just some sort of touch would have helped for me anyway. Does all the little bits, like he's always got the red apple cigarettes, and then there's a few, but like he's always got like all the monster cereals and stuff, you know what I mean, like Fruit Brute and Frankenberry and all that stuff. Like I just thought that's cool touches too, I got a lot of love and respect for Tarantino.
Tarantino's been doing it so well lately. I haven't seen his last film, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but as always, I heard fucking phenomenal things.
Right, it's supposed to be great from everything I've heard. I mean, didn't it just win whatever that award show was where what's his face went off on everybody so hard?
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was great.
Yeah, I'm not even a fan of his, but I got a whole new respect for him after that.
Yeah, that was. I mean, there's like a compilation of like him hosting, like I think it was like the Grammys or whatever the fuck it was, and he's just been like roasting them every year. And I think the implication was like, all right, we'll have Ricky on. He'll like roast us a little bit, and then we'll move on. But like this year, I think he was like, nope, now I'm gonna really I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, he tore them apart.
Yeah, dude, 1000%. So 31. Yeah, when I feel like that movie was totally like false advertised, because when I heard about 31, what I heard was it was like a group of people get stuck somewhere where 31 clowns are trying to murder them for 24 hours. This movie has like fucking 5 clowns in it, the whole film long.
Yeah, it was definitely I feel the exact same, man, because I was excited about it. You know what I mean? When I first heard about it in the promo stuff, you know what I mean? I'm kind of love-hate with Rob Zombie's films, you know what I mean? Like, but I was excited for that one and then felt totally let down.
Yep, same. It was like his first thing that he had done since Lords of Salem. And everyone kind of despised Lords of Salem and shit. Actually, that's not true, because I'm not sure if he did Halloween around that time. But I feel like that came out after Halloween.
Let's see, Lords of Salem was 2012, I believe. Halloween would have been what, like 06?
2013.
2013?
I think so.
Okay, I just looked it up the other day, so I don't know for sure. I know Halloween was like 06 or 07 when it was made, because I was going to Savini school at that time, and I remember reading it when it was being made.
That's a good time marker. All right, so then we'll go with that. What did you think of Rob Zombie's Halloweens?
Dude, that's a good one there. Not a fan.
Not a fan of like 1 or 2.
Definitely not 2. 2 was dreck, you know what I mean? But 1, I mean, there's some things about 1 I can appreciate. I liked Roger McDowell as Loomis. I thought he was a good choice for Loomis. I
also thought that was a really fucking good idea. It's someone that I would have never thought to make Loomis, but like when I saw it, I was like, that makes sense.
Right. I like his casting. All right, you know, I thought it was cool he brought Danielle Harris back, and what's his
That's
face?
right.
Stepdad was cool, but I didn't like Tyler Mane as Mike at all, not one bit. You know?
Interesting.
And the kid, I didn't like. I didn't like that they killed a lot of the like mysticism of Michael Myers. You know what I mean? Like they made him too much like a regular ass serial killer, and it just took a lot away from me. You know,
Sure.
like documentary on. I mean, which I would have enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know, I would have enjoyed that. But I don't know. Just it was, I don't know. It was, I didn't like the Sherry Zombie as a stripper and the love hurts bullcrap. You know what I mean? Like it was
Oh, sure.
just nitpick about it.
I'm such a fan of remakes just in general. I know people hate them, but like I don't mind seeing something redone, especially when I know I have the original thing to back up on. Like I will always have this. There's nothing that this will do to affect this. That said, I did enjoy the first Halloween movie quite a bit. If I had to choose one of the two, I like that one because it did feel like Rob Zombie took on something and made it his. That said, there are things that I didn't like about it as well. I also didn't like that Sherry Moon Zombie was in this movie at all. If ever there was a movie to skip her
Yeah.
being part of, that probably was the one. It's just like that family dynamic. I didn't like that so much. I did like seeing young Michael Myers as a kid going around being fucked up, turning more fucked up.
I liked
But
when he killed the bully.
yeah, he killed the fucking Spy Kid.
Yeah, that was Spy Kid. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
that was one of the fucking Spy Kids. I was like the boy. There's also a scene early on in that first Halloween where Danny Trejo makes an appearance in it. And he's been like taking care of Michael ever since he was a little kid. And he thinks that he has this like deep connection to Michael Myers. And just nope, not at all. Michael decides to fucking kill him right away.
Right, and then the other dude, Trejo's partner, was the cat from Devil's Rejects that got his face cut off.
That's right. That's right. See, I do like that Rob Zombie is able to connect all of his actors in the same world and shit. He actually, I remember watching an interview with him where he was like explaining why he does that. And he was like, because I was in a band for so long, I just have this weird band mentality when it comes to the people that I work with. And when something works with somebody, I want to continue to see what else we can make together.
Right.
And after hearing that perspective, I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. That's one thing I do love about Zombie. And same thing with Tarantino. They both do it, you know, bring back classic actors that may not be getting the recognition they used to have, you know what I mean? Like Kurt Russell or Michael Biehn or
Sure.
like, and they brought back some greats, you know what I mean?
They really did.
I watched Kim Foray do anything too, you know.
Please, when we got fucking Sig Hag, rest in peace, you know, when we got him as Captain Spaulding, he hadn't done anything in years.
Like the 80s probably.
Yeah.
Right.
And House of a Thousand Corpse kind of like revitalized his entire career.
Dude, he had so much charisma as Spaulding, man. Like,
dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. And super sad, man. Like, obviously, like, we all were kind of prepared for the fact that he was going to pass away. We all knew it. It was all over the horror news right before it happened. And then, like, but, like, seeing that version of him, it's like a love-hate thing, because I respect the shit out of him for going out to cons and meeting his fans all up until his last days, doing this last movie. Like, that takes such dedication to your fans when you're literally dying. That I love that. But I also hate seeing it because it makes me so sad.
Everything I've read about Sid, man, just sounds like such a great dude, you know what I mean? Like, I had a ton of respect for him.
But I want to hear about you and everything that you have going on in the future now with Channel of the Living Dead and your website.
Oh wow. Let's see, you caught me off guard there. The website, dude, is blowing up. Like, it's amazing how well it's doing. My channel really hasn't seen a whole lot of growth. It was doing pretty well on its own, but it hadn't translated the website yet. I'm hoping that'll pick up. But the website is nuts, dude. How much everything's coming together and how many people were able to help out, and just I don't know. I just feel like we're doing a really good thing for the community. You know, horror community's always been pretty tight knit, but it wasn't really organized. You know what I mean? Like, and just horror people are the coolest people in the world, man. You know that.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah, the horror community is there's nothing like it.
For sure. You know, I've been in music scenes and all that, but nothing compares to the horror community for sure.
Wow.
But yeah, like we're just, you know, just helping folks out, man, help people get a little exposure for their stuff, and just trying to grow and help other people to grow.
Perfect.
And lock down the rights to several films. We're gonna do premieres on the channel or on the site. I don't know. We just have to check it out, man. We got some pretty big things in the works. We got that 24-hour marathon that you'll be appearing on.
Yes, yeah, I'll be on that.
So yeah, we got all kinds of little ideas cooking up, man. For real, things are really starting to shake, and it's amazing that like how many people already know of us, and we've only been a site for like 10 days.
yeah, and it's a really cool looking site too, man. When I went to go check it out, I definitely was impressed.
Say the name. Let me hear the name.
Yeah. MutantFam.com.
Nailed it.
But yeah, man, dude, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. And as always, everyone, check out his stuff. I'm going to leave all of his links down below. And I'm going to leave the link to the website as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try to have you back on mine soon. We're going to talk about Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I'm pretty stoked about that as well.
Yeah, I got to order that. That way when it comes in, I have it.
Sweet, yes. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. Talk to you in a bit.
All right, bud.
Super special thank you to Kenny for coming on and talking shop with me about Zombie and his films. If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Then make sure that you go over and subscribe to Channel of the Living Dead. As I said in the video, all those links are going to be down below. If you like this video, make sure you leave it a like and a comment so that way I know. And ring that notification bell so that way you know when our next video is up. Peace, video creeps.